Hello friends, it's your boy Trent, and today I'm here for my week 2 game against my boy Jarl the King, one of my better friends in the Pokemon community, and I'm very excited to finally get to play him. He has a very, very terrifying team. I'm very excited to play him, but also a little terrified at the same time. I've helped him prep for the first week, and then we got started a little bit on the week 3 prep. Yeah, let's go ahead and get right into the team. So real quick, his team consists of Lando I. He has Ogerpon Wellspring, he's got Kyurem, he's got Deoxys Defense, Open Terra Chandelure, which is arguably one of the best Terra captains in this format. He's got Regieleki, he's got Mandibuzz, Sylveon, Forretress, and Ditto. So right off rip, I noticed that this man has pretty good removal between Mandibuzz and then Forretress and Regieleki, and I don't really have the best ways to stop that. I don't have a ghost type, so no spin blocker, and I cannot run Rocky Helmet to punish the Forretress spinning, but we do have other ways to handle this team. So yeah, looking right into my team that I brought, we're going to start with Ursaluna Bloodmoon. So Ursaluna Bloodmoon is very strong into his team, as it is for a lot of teams. Just the combination of Bloodmoon and Hyper Voice hits everything for neutral except for the Forretress, but Forretress is so physically defensive and not specially defensive that I think I can blow past it with just a Bloodmoon plus a Hyper Voice anyways. We just have to watch out for the sorry about that. We just have to watch out for potential body presses coming out, or potential speed creeping. We do have Substitute Calm Mind with leftovers, because I think Ursaluna Bloodmoon can force a lot of switches here, as he has a lot of Pokemon that can't do a lot to it. Things like Forretress, for example, even things like Regieleki and Chandelure, if it is not a Terra type that either resists Bloodmoon or it's not a Terra type that can Okomi. We are looking very good to just click sub. We can also click sub on things like Ditto. If we see the Ditto coming in, we can click sub. It's going to be an interesting time for Blood Moon, but I think we can make it work. Next up, we have Raging Bolt with the Shucca Berry. This is here specifically to beat the Lando. He does not switch into Raging Bolt well at all. His Fairy type is slower than Raging Bolt, so I can pretty much freely click Draco and then Volt switch out into a better check that puts a lot of pressure on the Sylveon if he brings it. And then Draco, with this investment, I believe has a good role to kill Lando, assuming it's just max speed, which I feel like it has to be to outspeed the Tentacruel. Next up, we have Corviknight. Pretty standard set again this week. We're in a max HP, max Phys Def. It is going to be there specifically for Phys Def or physical attack Kyurem. It still handles special Kyurem decently well, as long as it's not Specs. We handle Ogerpon Wellspring pretty well. We handle Deoxys Defense as long as it's not running T-Bolt. We check the Forretress decently well. We check the Sylveon very well. And then we also check the Landorus not being able to hit us for super effective damage. The most damage he can do to us is a Focus Blast. Next up, we have Uxie. We're running Max Spadef Uxie, and this is here mainly for the Lando as well as any Spadef Kyurem, or special attacking Kyurems. Foul Play hits his team very hard, as he has a lot of mons with naturally good attack stats, things like Lando and Kyurem. Even if they run them special, Foul Play still does a lot of damage. It does a lot of damage to Ogerpon and a decent chip to Chandelure before Terra. We're running Trick Room U-Turn again this week because I think it does very good again, getting Glacier and Ursaluna in. And then we have Rocks just to pressure the Forretress into clicking Rapid Spin instead of getting a better move off like Volt Switch. Next up, we have AV Glacier with just enough HP and Spadef to be able to take 3 Shadow Balls from Chandelure if it's Timid Specs. We're running Terra Blast, Icicle Crash, Close Combat, and Crunch. Crunch is there specifically for the Deoxys. Other than that, Icicle Crash and Close Combat just looks very good into their team. It's only really checked by the Forretress, but the Forretress really isn't doing anything back to us. And based on how many times I've said only the Fortress in this game means it's going to be very pressured on the offensive side, and it's not going to be able to handle that pressure very well. I think a Citrus Berry is probably his best bet to beating like Glacier and Blood Moon, but I seriously doubt he's going to be able to take on both of them. And then last but not least, we got Ogerpon Hearthflame, pretty standard set. We got Encore, Ivy Cudgel, Knockoff, and Swords Dance. We're running Encore if we can Encore something like the Deoxys into a Hazard or into Recover, or even like Toxic or T-Wave. Things like Sylveon clicking Wish, Mandibles clicking Roost, Fortress clicking Hazards, or even Kyurem setting up DDs. Anything like that, we're going to click Encore. Ivy Cudgel is very free into this team as they have absolutely no resists. Chandelure is the only Pokemon that resists fire, but if they run Flash Fire, Ivy Cudgel can still hit it because of Mold Breaker, and then we have Knockoff for the Chandelure if he's not Flash Fire but still resists. And I think we can get a free SD off if we can Encore a Pokemon into something. So yeah, that's going to be my team. Let me know what you think down in the comments, if you think I brought a good team this week, if you think I need to change up some things. But yeah, let's go ahead and get right into the game. Alright, we are in here. Good luck to my boy Jarl. This is going to be a very interesting game. Let's see who he wants to bring. So he has basically everything I expected. No Sylveon is amazing. I feel very comfortable actually kind of just leading Raging Bolt. I know the plan was to lead Ogerpon, but what's stopping Raging Bolt from just leading and clicking Draco? How much am I doing to a Spadef Deoxys defense? Deoxys defense, no Spadef, Draco is a 2-co. With Spadef, it's looking like 40 to 48. I do really want to lead with this, but I actually kind of just want to keep it in the back because it does so well. And if he led Kyurem, that would be a huge problem for me. I think I'm going to stick to my lead with Hearthflame. I think it makes sense. And get a very strong knockoff or Cudgel into something. Mandibuzz is probably the worst lead. Need to mute my Discord noties. Oopsies. Mandy's probably the worst lead for me here, but I feel like Mandy doesn't really get him anything off lead because I think he needs it in the back. So yeah, good luck, have fun. Let's hope for no hacks. He's going to leave with Mandy Rose. That is going to be the Mandibuzz. So if this Mandibuzz just goes for a flying type move, actually a Foul Play does a fuck ton. It does so much that I think I'm just going to go into Raging Bull here. What if you click Toxic? I think I can actually go Corviknight for free. How much are you doing to Corviknight? 16 to 19. I don't want to get a Toxic. Bad lead for me. He led with literally the one Mon that I did not want him to lead with, which is a bit unfortunate, but that's okay. Because now I know that the Deoxys is probably not Hazards, or he would have just let it because he knew I couldn't kill it. You know, just click Knocked, get rid of my boots. That's okay because he did not bring the Fortress. So the Hazard game is already not really in play anyways. We're just going to click U-turn here. I think he swaps into what? I don't know. Could be worried about like a weakness policy Deoxys. I definitely think that's something y'all could run. And we would have a bit of a hard time breaking it, if I'm being honest. But we do have AV Horse in the back for that. He is just gonna withdraw, so we're gonna get momentum here. If he goes Chandelure, he's gonna go into Julia Hart. That is the Chandelure. So we're gonna be able to put a lot of pressure off on this Chandelure with our Saloon, I think. Actually, I can just go Ogerpon, right? Or do I just go Angstrom? How much is Angstrom taking? If you're Specs. Spec Shadow Ball is 2-coing, but not before Draco Okos you first. we are going to go into Angstrom. He might think we're AV here. I'm very free to just click this Draco. He's not Terra Fairy. He did confirm he is Terra Grass. We do outspeed no speed Chandelure, so if we move first, then we know he has no speed investment. I kind of want to just click Pulse first, but being able to just get rid of something right off rip is so good. And if he wants to go Deoxys Defense, I'm totally okay with that. He does naturally outspeed me, so we'll be able to get a slow Volt Switch off into it. We'll be able to bring in Ogerpon, click Knockoff. He is going to withdraw. We probably see the Deoxys come in here. I feel like that's his only check. Bailey Bud, that is going to be the Deoxys. We will be able to see if he's Spadef or Fizdef. So that took right under 50. So Deoxys Defense took right under 50. That's got to be max Spadef, right? Yeah, looks like max Spadef. So Draco, and then we do a -2 Volt Switch. Should be another 13%. And like I said, we should be slower. He's just going to recover. So seeing that he's max HP, max Spadef, I kind of actually want to go into my Blood Moon. Or I could go into Horse. So if you're max Spadef, how much are you taking from Horse? Icicle Crash is doing 35 to 42. Crunch is actually a roll to Tuco, assuming no lefties. Could go into Adam Eve, but I would hate to get taunted. Do I need health on Horse? We live a Terra Energy Ball from Specs regardless. I think I'm gonna go to Horse and start clicking buttons. This man does not switch into this Pokemon at all. I'm not gonna Terra, I don't think. Actually, maybe I should Terra. Is there any reason to? I'm trying to think. Could Focus Blast. Do I want to keep my Ice typing? Not really. I think I'd rather go Water. We'll be able to get some damage off here. He could even be Rocky Helmet. I doubt it though if he's Spadef. But we're going to get a very strong Crunch off here. There's only one resist, and the Mandibuzz is definitely not switching in. If he's Flame Body Shandy, then this could be a problem. I think he has to be Infiltrator if he knows how I play. I love clicking sub, and I think he knows that, so I think that's his move, is he's got to be Infiltrator. So he's staying in. He may click Teleport, which is fine because that means he can't switch in on Raging Bolt anymore. If he takes this and then swaps out, he cannot take a Draco or double Draco anymore. He's just going to Calm Mind. Are we going to see Weakness Policy? That's the question. Crunch should be a Tuco from this range. That is a Tuco. We do see the Weakness Policy, so that's very cool on his part. Very cool, but I think we can just out-damage this with a Crunch. He shouldn't be able to kill me with anything because we are AV, which is nice. I like how I called that at the beginning of the game. But yeah, no, he should not be able to kill me with anything, even a Stored Power, even a T-Bolt. We are AV with a lot of Spadef. So I don't think I'm too worried about this. And Glacier might be able to just pick up a kill. He's just going to Psychic. That's not going to do a lot. That did not do anything. So now he must know we're AV. Glacier kills Dio. Okay. So that's a +1 Horse. Now if we see the Shandy come in, 267. There is actually a slight roll we could live this. if he's Terra Grass Energy Ball. We're at 267. It's a 75% chance to kill if he's timid. If he's modest, it always kills. Does 284 min. So we'll have to see what he wants to do here. He's probably calcing right now just to see how Spadef invested I am. He's going to go into Asuka. Who's that? It's going to be the Ogre Pawn. So, Ogre Pawn, yeah, Power Whip definitely could kill me. Does Ogre Pawn +2 Cudgel does not kill me, and I can get a U-turn off into something faster. Actually don't have anything faster. It would just be the Raging Bolt with Thunderclap. But Thunderclap should do enough. I think I have no reason not to just go into Corp here. If he wants to SD, so be it. But I don't think he can risk me just sacking this thing or risking a potential like Power Whip miss. He probably just clicks Horn Leech, honestly. He had Horn Leech last week. I don't think he clicked Power Whip. I don't remember though. If he's Horn Leech, I know I can live that then. He's just gonna Spiky Shield. Okay. So I'm gonna get... This is an interesting situation to be in, because if he Spiky Shields, that could hurt a little bit. He can't Spiky Shield twice in a row if he clicks it this turn. And I really want to just Roost. But if he swaps, then I'm in a bad spot. I'm gonna Roost. I think you Spiky Shield again on the U-turn. I think he shields on the U-turn. We're going to get a free Roost off, and then he can't shield again unless he wants to take that 50-50. So that Deoxys defense going down is huge because it was very annoying for my team to break. So the fact that he ran it offensively, really good. He is just going to withdraw. So I did make the incorrect play. What is he going to go into? Julia Hart. He's going to go back into the Shandy. So we have not seen this thing click a move yet. But we are going to be at full health, so at least we can swap into the Ogre Pawn still, as well as the Kyurem. I have to just go into Angstrom here. If you're Specs, Shadow Ball, I'll be able to tell if you're Specs then. Is basically what this comes down to. If he wants to try to like double into Lando, so be it. Because I have the Shaka for a reason. What are you going to click here? He's just going to Shadow Ball. He does not Terra. So that did 163. So Chandelure 163 to Raging Bolt. That's not Specs. Yeah, that's just... It might be Scarfed. But seeing that damage, I can click Draco and claim a kill here. The only way he's getting out of this is if he clicks Sub to get me to -2 first. But I don't think this thing's Sub. We don't see lefties on it. Could be Citrus Berry, but I really think he's Scarfed. I think he ran Scarfed. Just waiting to see what he's gonna click. He's gonna withdraw. Somebody's dying here. Somebody is straight up just dying. Solo Sokoa, who is that? That's gonna be the Lando. This thing's dead. He is not living this unless he's AV. Oh, I'm so sorry, Jarl. I don't know if that mattered. Generic Lander is set. It is a 43% chance to kill. So I guess it depends on his set whether that mattered or not. But either way, I am sorry. You hate to see it, you really do. But knowing the Chandelure is not Scarfed is very, very good. So he's going to go into Asuka. It's gonna be the Ogre Pawn. I'm just gonna Volt Switch. I think he SDs. He is just gonna SD. Question is, does +2 Ogre Pawn ever kill Yuxi? Power Whip actually has a role. I don't... This is interesting because he has Spiky Shield and he has SD, so he only probably has dual stabs, which means he most likely does not have knockoff. Now, is that last move Power Whip or is it Horn Leech? Either way, I think I have to go Corv here. Actually, does he kill... Yeah, Cudgel does kill Hearthflame. This is a very bad spot to be in. But actually, if he's dual stabs, he never kills Raging Bolt. So I can always just come back in and revenge. I just go Corv. I'll get a U-turn for some damage. I don't need this thing anymore. I'll get my U-turn chip off. It might put him in range of a Thunderclap. Thunderclap does, yeah, 44 to 53, so I think actually Thunderclap might be able to take him out. He might Spiky Shield, but it shouldn't matter. He's gonna SD again. That's ballsy. At +4, do you kill Corv? No. Well, actually, hang on, I was looking at the wrong one. Cudgel is a roll to kill at +4. I think my only play is to go into Bolt and click Thunderclap. That looks like it's in range. I have no reason not to click Thunderclap here. I don't have a choice. This Ogre Pawn is terrifying. He's going to Spiky Shield on the Thunderclap, which is fine. I am just going to click it again. I have no reason not to. I cannot let this thing get away with winning the game. I want to so badly call the Kyurem switch in. So badly that I think I'm going to do it. No, it's not worth. It's not worth. Yep, there we go. We are going to pick up the kill. Bull kills Ogre Pawn, Wellspring. Okay, so we're in a very commanding position right now. I think the Kyurem has to come in here, and I'm not going to back down from it. Seeing the Chandelure is not specs, I am not concerned with this Kyurem at all. I am simply going to just click Draco, I think. I don't need my item anymore. I mean, I guess the question is, do I lose? I think the answer is no, right? Glacier, Kyurem, your Dragon Dance, Scale Shot at +1. You do 240 max actually, and if you're, what if you're specs? Your specs freeze dry. 50 to 60, so actually also never kills. So I think I actually can go into Yuxi here. Yeah, I'm gonna go into Yuxi. We're gonna save the Raging Bolt, just because it does beat the Shandy, and it also helps with the Mandibuzz. He's gonna Scale Shot. He's gonna miss. I don't even like... I can't like be happy with that. I can't. I'm genuinely sorry. Seeing that he's physical, I think I just click foul play. Or I get my rocks up. Because the Shandy may not be boots. But rocks could be a throw if he clicks like DD here or something. I don't think you let this thing get T-waved. I think you probably just go straight into Mandy. And he goes Mandy. I'm gonna get my rocks up. He's gonna DD. Okay, so we should be able to take one unless he's Outrage. So a Dragon Dance Kyurem set at +1 into Yuxi. You should not be able to kill me with anything. What if you're Outrage? Outrage does not kill me either, and Foul Play at +1 is doing 50%. I could also click Trick Room. Trick Room might actually be a better play. We're gonna click Trick Room. He's gonna DD again. This man's going crazy. So he's +2. Yeah, this Foul Play is doing 57 to 68. And he doesn't even kill me unless he gets 5 hits. So maybe he's loaded dice. Trick Room is up. Does he save this? You have to know the Foul Play's coming, right? We are Citrus Berry, so he actually cannot kill us no matter what. Outrage has a 25% chance to kill us. But if he does, we can just go into Blood Moon, I think. Yeah. He's gonna Spear. That should never kill me. 2, 3, we get our Citrus Berry. And then he goes 4. Okay, so there's a chance he's not dice. I didn't see 5. 5 is very unlikely. I think I just click U-turn here, right? I don't know if you save this. I think you just go Mandy. I'm clicking U-turn. Does +2 kill Glacier? +2 Spear? No. Does 42%. And that'll give me 2 turns in Trick Room? Yeah, it'll give me 2 turns in Trick Room. He could Scale Shot, which would be annoying, but I seriously doubt it. He's gonna withdraw. Let's fucking go. Do we see boots on the Mandy? Actually, don't we just... No. We go Omni-Man and we click Icicle Crash. Sorry, I've been a bit quiet. I'm spacing out. Okay. Glacier should be able to actually just pick up all 3 of these because Shandy should not be able to kill me. So if he lets this go, which he will. So we're going to kill the Mandy. In comes probably the Kyurem to stall at the last turn and trigger him. I think at +1... Does Shandy even live a +1 crunch? Because he's going to come in and take rocks damage too. $65 to 77. He's taking 2 U-turns from Corv. Julia Hart is going to come in. Question is, do you Terra? I mean, I live 1 either way, actually. It's the last turn to trigger him. Does Crash actually... Crash does not kill. I think I should go Crunch. And hope you don't Terra. He doesn't Terra. Let's fucking go. Down goes the Shandy. Okay, and now it's just the Kirim. And Kirim should not be able to kill me. I will say, I don't think that Scale Shot mattered. The Scale Shot missing. I think, if anything, it actually helped him because it helped him live that foul play. If he was -1 and I got Trick Room up, I think he might have just died. We should be able to live whatever he wants to click here. And we just get a another kill with the Glacier. So that's going to be GG's to Jarl. Honestly, he played great. He had good prep. The crit on Lando, not entirely sure if it mattered. I really hope it didn't because I am tired of hacks. I've been hacked like all week, and I guess it's coming back to me, but I still don't want it to happen. I think he had great prep. Terra Grass Chandelure was very good into me, and he even, I guess, he probably predicted the Terra Water on the Glacier. But yeah, I still think he played fine. Even though the game was 6-0, I still think it was closer than it actually looks. Just because that Ogerpon was like one prediction away from sweeping. Or if he didn't run Spiky Shield and he ran Stomping Tantrum, I think he had it. I think he did. So he's going to click Scale Shot. This should never kill me. He did crit. So there's actually a chance. Now, he would have to get like 2 more crits. Oh. So yeah, Glacier is going to live. He is going to get all 5 hits. He's probably loaded dice. Defense is going to fall. This Terrabrass is going to kill. We are going to be 2-0 in the BBR-D League. So thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate the support. This has been an amazing time so far. Absolutely loving my team and absolutely love talking to all my opponents. But yeah, I'll see you guys for week 3. Peace.